Hey guys, my name is Matthew and I'm going to be showing you how to do a pretty simple haircut today with detachable blade clippers, starting with a 3 3/4 blade. Really what we're going to be doing is just a simple taper. It's not a very difficult haircut at all. Starting with a 3 3/4 blade, going down to a 1A in the front on his sideburns, and down to a 000 on his neck. So, like I said, the majority of the haircut was done with a 3 3/4. Really simple haircut. But I've switched over to a 3.5 to clean up underneath that, and I'm fading backwards. So, as you go, instead of putting a line in and cutting a line out, if you go backwards 3 3/4, 3.5, 2, 1.5, and you just keep going backwards, you'll never really put a line in that you ever have to take out. If you do, you'll see it immediately and you'll be able to take it out right then. And like I said, I'm going down to the 1.5 blade now on his sideburns. I'm doing a very quick edit, but really all I'm doing is hitting his sideburns and the nape of the neck. I'm going to go down to a 1A blade, and that's the last one that I'll use on his sideburn area. Just using it on his neckline right now to clean it up. So I'm going to switch over to a number 1. Same thing. I'm going to switch over to a 0A. Same thing. And 000. Same thing. When you're tapering out the neckline, you want to keep each blade really packed in closely together, less than 1/4 of an inch away from the next one, until you run out of hair to cut. And then just go around the edges with your trimmer, cleaning up anything that you may have missed. Go behind the ear, nape of the neck. We'll finish that up at the end of the video with a foil shaver. So he likes to keep his hair really long on top. So what I do to keep from having a weight line or an undercut is I'll actually pull it back diagonal towards me. You can see that I'm kind of over directing. Before I cut, I'll pull away in the front. That way when I comb it forward, it all lays flush on the round of his head, the parietal ridge. But he still has a ton of hair on top. I'll do basically the same thing in the very back, kind of a diagonal, but I'm elevating it so I don't create another weight line. So the rest of the haircut, after I've finished the sides, I'll go through the top, and you'll see as I pull it up, there's kind of like a triangle shape on the top of his head. That's where I over-directed and left a lot of weight on top. I'm only removing the weight that was remaining after doing the diagonal back cut on the sides, close to the parietal ridge. And then all I'm going to do is just put a little bit of a styling product in it. It's a grooming tonic by Roselle. And what I'm doing there is putting my thumb inside of his whirl area. That way whenever I blow it dry, it doesn't kind of, give that weird rooster tail effect in the back. And I don't have a diffuser, so I'm just kind of scrunching his hair as I go with a blow dryer. I said he likes to keep it pretty long, but it was just too long in the very front. So I'll elevate it and just take off another maybe 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch in the very front. If you go too tight, then you have to recut the top, because the front will actually be shorter than the rest of the haircut. So now all we're going to do is just clean it up with a foil shaver on his neckline and hit him with a little bit of aftershave. And like I said, it's a very simple haircut. It shouldn't take you about 20 minutes. And yeah, that's pretty much it.